Okay, welcome all of you. I am Durgesh Kumar Pandey. I am taking a topic of political science of class 12, and the topic is Mikhail Gorbachev and the integration of USSR. Class, in 1990, or you say 9 April 1981, when the Berlin Wall was fall, and this was the sign of collapse of USSR and the end of the Cold War. And first, how the things was changed. The Mikhail Gorbachev, he was the General Secretary of Communist Party of Soviet Union, and he was set up in 1985. Mikhail Gorbachev became the General Secretary of Communist Party of Soviet Union in 1985. And Mikhail Gorbachev was a reformer, and he was trying to reform USSR politically, economically, and Mikhail Gorbachev was trying to normalize the relation with the West. And Mikhail Gorbachev adopted a policy which reduced the Cold War. And Mikhail Gorbachev made their policy liberal with the West and normalize the relation with the West countries like USA, Britain. And Mikhail Gorbachev also made the political and economical reform in USSR. Like Mikhail Gorbachev democratized the systems and reformed the social Soviet Union in different ways, and the way of reform by the Mikhail Gorbachev was different. Some people were happy, but some were become the protesters. And similarly, the Eastern European countries were not happy with their position. They opposed their own government. Eastern European countries were opposed their own government. Some Eastern European countries like Poland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, these are the different republics in the Eastern European countries, and they were not happy with their own Soviet government, and they want to become an independent country. They want to freedom from the USSR, and that is why the Eastern European countries were opposed their own Soviet government. And Mikhail Gorbachev was trying to reform the situation, but the Eastern European countries was not happy. And when the Eastern European country was raised their voices, then Mikhail Gorbachev and Soviet Union was not doing any action, and thus by one, different countries from the Eastern European countries were become free from the USSR, and the USSR was collapsed. And on that time, when the Mikhail Gorbachev was reformed the system, hardliners in the Communist Party was opposed the reform done by Mikhail Gorbachev, and coup was placed in 1991 by hardliners. They were not happy with the way of Mikhail Gorbachev, so they make a military coup. Okay, class. You know, when some member of the Communist Party was not happy, some member of the Communist Party was not happy with the way of reform the Mikhail Gorbachev was doing. So these hardliners were opposing Mikhail Gorbachev, and they arranged a coup in 1991 by the hardliners of Communist Party. And on that situation, the people of the Soviet Union was not with the hardliners, and the people of the Soviet Union was taste the freedom during the rule of Mikhail Gorbachev, and they were not accepted the hardliners. And Boris Yeltsin emerged as a national hero, and he was opposed this military coup, and they lead the people, and he become a national hero, and Boris Yeltsin bravely fight with the military coup, and they again established the democratic system in the Russia, and won the popular election in the Russia, and Boris Yeltsin after this become the next first elected president of Russia. You know, class, now in the okay class, welcome all of you. You know, when the Mikhail Gorbachev was trying to reform the Soviet Union, some hardliners in their party were opposed the policy of Mikhail Gorbachev, and the opposite views of hardliners were organized a coup against Mikhail Gorbachev. But the people of the Soviet Union was tested the freedom under the Mikhail Gorbachev, and they not like the old style of Soviet Union government which hardliner was born. So after this military coup against Mikhail Gorbachev, Boris Yeltsin emerged as a national hero. He was opposed the military coup, and he was organized a democratic revolution against the coup, and successfully he was become the hero, and he removed the he was disabled the coups of hardliners, and Boris Yeltsin become as a national hero. And after this he was won the popular election. Boris Yeltsin was a very democratic person, and you know, the Soviet system changed as a republican, and all the 50 republicans of Soviet Union, they want a democratic system, they want to a separate country, because nationals, the feeling of nationals was very high in the Eastern European countries like Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. They were want to freedom. They were not want to set under the USSR. And finally, you know, most of the Eastern European countries were not want to become a part of USSR, and at the same time the Central Asian country were want to join as USSR, because they were under development, so they want to have help from USSR, and at the same time the Eastern European country were not want to stay with the USSR. So on in the December 1991, the Russia, Ukraine and Belarus, under the leadership of Boris Yeltsin, they declared Soviet Union was disbanded, and the Communist Party of Soviet Union was also disbanded, and these three republicans, Russia, Ukraine and Belarus, were adopted Okay, class. Welcome all of you again. Class, you know, when the USSR was disintegrate, Union was disintegrate, and Rus, Belarus, and Ukraine were become a republican countries, and there was an issue in the USSR and post USSR country, like Eastern European countries were rich and prosperous, so they have no problem. But the Central Asian country, they were poor, so they were worried about their future. After that, what they were doing. So this was a issue, and this was solved immediately after the formation of Commonwealth of Independent States, CIS. Okay, this CIS, Commonwealth of Independent States. So this organization was set up for the welfare of basically Central Asian country, for those republics who were under development. So after formation of this Commonwealth of Independent State, the problem of Central Asian countries were solved, and now all the Central Asian countries were the founder member of this CIS, and other country also the member. But Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, they were the Eastern European countries, and they were prosperous, so they were not coming in this bloc. And Russia was saying that Russia and Ukraine, Belarus, they are also on those time in this Commonwealth CIS groups, and the problem of Central Asian countries were solved, and it was the responsibility of Russia and other countries to give help in their development. Okay. The next thing is after the formation of CIS, the Russia was adopted as the successor of Russia was become the successor of USSR, because Russia was the big country, and he was also got the seat in the UN Security Council of UNO. Russia also got the veto power, which was previously for USSR. Now the veto power was come in the hand of Russia. Russia was also adopted the nuclear power button, the nuclear weapons, and their all the nuclear weapons which are available in USSR, and all the power button of nuclear weapons are in the hand of President of Russia, Boris Yeltsin. And Russia was also take the responsibility of international treaties. Okay, class. you know, the topic is why the Soviet Union disintegrate. What are the reason of this disintegration? Class, now we are searching the reason why the USSR was collapsed in 15 independent republics. You know, what are the, everyone is know the internal weakness of Soviet political and economical institution. In the USSR, political and economical institution of USSR were failed to meet the aspiration of people. मीन्स वहाँ पर जो इकोनॉमिकल एंड पॉलिटिकल इंस्टीट्यूशन थी वो लोगों की जो एस्पिरेशंस थे उसको फुलफिल नहीं कर पाए. एंड इकोनॉमिकल स्टेगनेशन फॉर मीनिंग मतलब जो भी इकोनॉमिकल डेवलपमेंट था वो रुक गया था बहुत समय तक. एंड इसकी वजह से जो कंज्यूमर शॉर्टेज कंज्यूमर्स के लिए जो सामान होती है उसकी शॉर्टेज हो रही थी. ठीक है. एंड use of lots of resources in maintaining a nuclear and military arsenal means USSR was expend a lots of money in maintaining their nuclear weapons. They expend lots of money in the military and USSR was also expend too much money in their satellite states like Eastern European country and the Central Asian republicans. 5 Central Republicans countries, they were basically underdevelopment or so they USSR expend lots of money in their Central Republican countries and also the Eastern European countries. So these are the economical burden on the USSR, and due to this huge burden of economics, the USSR was unable to chase this burden, and USSR was breakdown. And one more reason, the ordinary peoples are very intelligent. They were knowledgeable person. They were know about the advanced technology and what are the benefits of the Western liberal democracies and capitalism. So the people understand what is good for them, and they were not appreciated their government, and they understand the failure of Soviet Union. Okay students, the topic why the Soviet Union disintegrated. We find some reason like the Soviet system, the stagnation in the administrative and political sense. The administration in the SSR was slow and stifling administration. Means the administration was also full with the corruption, and their speed is very slow, and the administration from top to bottom are not properly coordinate or communicate. So the slow and self administration and rampant corruptions, these are the reason of administrative stagnant. Their growth were stopped, and similarly politically the Communist Party was continue ruling here from 17 years, and Communist Party was control all the institutions in the country, and they establish a centralized authority in all over the USSR, and they only they were not allowed to open their economy, okay. Unwillingly they open their economy, and bureaucrats here in the USSR, the bureaucrats were get more privileges in compared to ordinary peoples, and the bureaucrats in USSR want to stay with their in their privileged position, and these are the some regions the ordinary peoples were not happy in this system. The Communist Party rule was unaccountable to the people, and one, someone saying the Mikhail Gorbachev was doing correct analysis, and they were diagnosis the system, but why he was failed. So someone say their way is very slow, and someone say Mikhail Gorbachev was not properly present their plan in front of people, and they were not convinced the people properly. That is why he was failed and USSR was disintegrated. And one of the main immediate cause of disintegration of USSR was the rise of nationalism in Eastern European country, and